Hey, this is Brindlewolf.
And I'm Lunaria.
You're listening to Rise Awakenings, part of the Rise Radio Network where advice meets action.
We're here to spark your growth, lift your spirit, and help you crush your potential.
Rise Awakenings, hear the call. Through the shining, we break the wall. Your station, your voice where dreams awaken fly. Rise Awakening, now is the time. Rise Awakenings, let's rise together.
Three voices rise in the still of the night, miles apart but hearts ignite. Cards on the table, stories unfold, revealing wisdom eternally bold.
A thread unseen, it pulls us near.
Whispers loud, the message clear. The core is calling. The core is calling. Feel the glow. Three paths merging, truths to show. From the many to the one, we find a life for the collective mind. Collective mind. Collective mind. Shuffling stars in a cosmic day. Fate's reflection in the mirrors we check. Three hands drawing from a shared stream. Each card a puzzle piece in the dream. Through distance wide the bonds remain. One rhythm strong, one sacred chain. The core is calling. The core is calling. Feel the glow. Three paths merging, truths to show. From the many to the one we find a life for the collective mind. Collective mind. Collective mind. The core is calling.
Welcome everyone to the core. Oops, hold on. There we go. Musical faces. We had to play
Remember,
musical
you're the monkey in the middle.
You're so tall. There, wait. Okay, that's a little better. I feel like my hair must have been up there. Yeah,
Would.
the Marshall sandwich.
But happy Thursday, everyone, and welcome to the core. I am Brindlewolf, and to my left is the lovely Lunaria, and to my right is the lovely Rev D. And we are going to bring you another collective reading.
Yes.
We have no idea exactly where it's going to go. But first, I need to give Miss D center stage so that we can open up the channels.
Yes. So I invite everyone.
Oh, wrong one.
I invite everyone to take a deep breath into your heart and focus that deep, slow breath into your heart and allow everything to melt off of you so that you can be present in this moment here and now and allow yourself to be open to receiving. Divine Spirit, I open this space in the greatest degree of love. May clarity, truth, and compassion flow through these cards. I invite only guidance that serves our highest good, and we are protected in light as we listen, receive, and we align with the path meant for us. And so it is, and so it is, and so it is. Now, let's see what today is going to bring. Monkey in the middle, get back in the middle. Not that you need to be there.
When we come back.
It looks more symmetrical that way. Let's just say that.
We're just going to put baby in the corner. Okay.
Nobody puts baby in the corner.
I just wanted to be a sandwich anyway, so there you go.
Oh, no, love sandwich to carry.
Well, I was informed by Spirit this morning that I'm going first. So I will see you guys in a few minutes after I talk about what we're opening up with. And, you know, it's funny that we referenced Dirty Dancing because the card that I pulled to start off today is Kokopelli. And Kokopelli is a flute player that brings dance. So this is from the Sacred Path cards from Jamie Sams. And what the Kokopelli stands for is tapping into that universal wisdom that each and every one of us, hearing that call, when you feel that slight nudge, when you hear something in the distance, but it isn't actually there. We talked about this last night on Phoenix Talks. Everything just flows right in, doesn't it? So those dreams, those aspirations, those callings that you're feeling, hear the call of the Kokopelli that's rising in within to nudge and push and guide you to exactly where it is that you need to go. What seeds do you want to plant? What dreams do you want to see come true? If you're not listening, you won't see it happen. It's not just going to happen on its own. It does require work. But we're entering into a time period where what you plant and tend to and nurture will be productive, will see fruition. But it's going to require work, dedication, loss of many distractions that you use as reasons to not do what it is. Whether it be family, yes, we want to make sure that we're taking care of family, but at the same time, sometimes we use family as a reason for our distractions and for our limiting beliefs and for what we limit ourselves from being able to do. So if you feel like dancing and you hear a song in your head, listen, because Kokopelli is calling you.
Wow. I do feel slightly called out, though. There was something in there for me specifically.
There's something in there for all of us.
Yep. For real.
In the form of calling out distractions and whilst I was listening to all of that, and of course picking out a card from this wonderful deck right here, what came out was the card of receive. Receive, being asked to be open to receiving universal gifts. These could come in the form of love, money, compliments, healing journey, and universal wisdom. Know that you're worthy of these gifts and open up to them. So, like when you were talking and this came out, I'm like, holy crap. We're planting all of these seeds and we have to decide what to focus on. And we have to make a choice to focus on it, but we're not open to even like receiving it. We're not even open to noticing it, to acknowledging what's presenting itself to us. And so I feel like that ties right into what you got, Michael. Let's all come back and talk about that, because these two are like meant for each other to come out.
Well, we still have one more reading.
We do.
Still have one more reading before we start it all together.
Serious echo, by the way.
I hear that.
Let's see if this helps.
I don't know. Yes.
I don't know.
So
Yes.
far, that's done.
Better?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry.
So if that is your reading, then I'm going to move on to Carrie, and then we'll come back and we'll tie it together.
I feel like it needs to be tied in together. I feel like just mentioning that and tying that in, this feels like it's a bigger discussion.
Oh,
Good.
it's so bizarre.
So Diane and I will be right back.
All right. So I just can't believe this. It's just, I knew last night. I got the Magician. All right. And the Magician tells you that you have in your power everything that you need to manifest what you want. We got the wand in one hand. That's fire. That's your willpower. That's your passion. That's your creativity. We got the cup. That's the water element. That's emotion, intuition, relationships. We got the pentacles. That is the earth, resources, money, and physical reality. And we got the swords, air, thoughts, clarity, communication. The Magician is that intuition and everything all in one. This is where we need to be. This is where we have everything, and we know we have everything. Now let's tie it all together, guys.
Carrie, I don't know if you could.
Like it in the right order so that I was in the middle.
I don't think you could see my face, Carrie, but when you said the Magician, my face was like, no way.
Same. I was like, so we have Coco Pelli, Magician, and
receive.
receive.
Right. So
Are you paying attention? Are you listening?
For real. For
Just
real.
Cannot even.
So in order for us to embrace that magician part of ourselves and reap the fruits of our labor in the seeds that we sow, we need to, I knew this was bigger. We need to stop blocking what it is that we are already receiving by not acknowledging it and not accepting it or not even recognizing it. What do I mean by that? I mean, all right, so let's start with something simple. It takes belief in yourself to move yourself forward in the journey, right? So how many compliments do you receive that you reject?
Because you
Start
don't
with
know
that.
if you're worth them.
Right. Which means you're not really feeling worthy of reaping the fruits of your efforts. So that you're not focusing, Magician, where the focus goes, the energy flows. So now you're not focusing on changing your circumstance and alchemizing your experience and creating something that you want to experience. So I feel like a huge takeaway from this is to open yourself up and allow yourself to acknowledge and refocus in areas that you are dismissive of in some ways. Wow.
And,
yeah.
I re-listened to last week's premiere. And one of the things that I said was that conceit and convinced look the same.
No.
And it's funny that came up again today with what you just said, because many times one of the reasons that we don't take compliments well is because we're afraid to look conceited.
Yep.
Instead of being convinced that we're worth getting that compliment.
I get so uncomfortable.
Right.
You
Well-
want to say thank you, but.
Right.
Right. And
I want to say yes. Every time you want to say thank you so much, but.
And Stephanie, I don't know if I mean, like, I'm not dismissing that you feel that you don't get a lot of compliments, but I also want to share the idea, or maybe plant the seed, that there's also a possibility that you don't recognize a compliment because kindness might not be something that has felt safe in the past. So there's our nervous system response to compliments when we come from scenarios that have been unhealthy and unkind, or where kindness has been ripped away from us after it's been given. And so there's those parts of our heart that we need to open ourselves up to and heal, open up ourselves to receiving the legitimate compliment from there.
And sometimes you receive compliments that are disguised.
Right. That's the unfortunate part. We're turned off from receiving a compliment because it's like, yeah, whatever. We don't
The backhanded compliments.
Yep.
Mhm.
Leave us. Going,
That's it.
Yeah, okay.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah.
Carrie, I feel like you have something to add right quick, but you're trying to word it.
Yeah, I might need a little. I just feel like well, the intuition thing all week long, and it just keeps coming up, and it's unintentional. None of you guys don't realize we don't. I mean, we've told you, but we don't talk about anything to do with the shows before we start.
Right.
We sit down. We don't know what the readings are. We don't know what you guys are going to that day. We don't know what the other person has going on, that they're going to say. Mike and I don't discuss what we're going to talk about in our talks. None of it gets discussed. And yet, for the entire week, I cannot wait to do the reading for tomorrow.
I bet.
For the entire week, it has been the exact same message. We're not listening to our intuition. And it's so important.
Yeah.
And one thing to remember and consider is that it's not just your fault if you're not in receiving mode, because there are so many things that go on in the world around us. I mean, yes, you can put your phone down and ignore social media. You can turn off the TV. You can turn off the radio. You can walk away from your computer. All of these things you can do. But you know what you can't do? You can't get away from the fact that the sun is resetting and exploding X flares, and we're being bombarded with geomagnetic storms.
Yeah.
So in this time period, and that's one reason why trusting yourself and trusting your intuition is so important, because you're being ungrounded without your permission. Thank you, Marie, for agreeing.
Confirming.
She doesn't realize the timing that she just had.
Goodness gracious.
Great fur on fire. Anyway.
I kind of wonder, like, for example, we've been through collectively, the three of us, a lot of shit. And we know a lot of you in the chat room and everything have too, and in the audience, listening later. And I wonder though, like we've been more trained how to deal with it, or we've learned how to deal with it more than a lot of people, and that's why we do what we do. But when we struggle the way I did last night and have been for a while, and I know Diane's been going through, we go through this stuff, and we are listening to our intuition. I just imagine if you're not listening to it, how difficult it must be, because we had to have a conversation this morning with Diane helping me with some things I'm going to try later on today, because I'm struggling with not letting go of something and being angry and all these things that have built up in me in the past few months. And I know better, and I knew better when I was in the situation. My intuition was telling me over and over and over again, this is not right. You're not being treated well. You need to get yourself out of this. But I didn't.
So on that note, we do
What was
learn.
I said, oh dear.
Oh dear.
On that
note, we do experience these things and and go through these events and turmoils in order for us to learn more deeply about ourselves. How do we know the life we want to create as the magician if we don't open ourselves up to walking through those darker elements of our experience for us to understand what our true needs are and what's truly aligned with us?
100%, Nikki.
Yeah.
100%. Knowing better doesn't make you infallible to being hurt and confused. No, because life happens. And we all have to deal with what.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, indeed. I go through stuff too. I mean, I think that's the reality, is we're all magicians and we all go through stuff. And yes, we create our reality. And yes, we make choices that end up being detrimental to our overall health and well-being. But how do we know that they're detrimental to our overall health and well-being if we don't actually experience them? Unfortunately, listen, I have a degree in psychology and criminology, and multiple Reiki degree. That doesn't mean a damn thing. Life experience.
Yeah, she's the only one of the three of us that actually has letters after her name.
Whatever I learned in the books and whatever I continue to learn and process in the knowledge that I continue to absorb and expand my knowledge of, intellectualize, unless it's felt and experienced in our lives, there's no way we're going to be able to understand fully and completely what that means to us and how that feels to us. So I want you to remember that when you're shifting yourself into compassion, that, okay, yeah, I knew better, but I didn't know what it would feel like that. I needed to feel that in order to understand what to recognize going forward, so I don't choose that again. Yeah. I need to heal those parts of myself that still resonated with certain things that are not what I believe in. Yeah. You got to
experience. How are you going to tap dance if you're always used to the tango?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
To bring back in the Cocopelli. Yes. How are you going to tap dance if you're used to doing the tango?
Yeah. And Nicole is saying that, it's Nicole, right?
Nikki.
I'm sorry. Forgive me. I know that the expectations that you hold do affect your experience. So this is that challenge of, as the magician and as someone who's planting seeds for yourself, do you want to plant the same seeds that were given to you by the programming and the ideals and then expect a different crop to yield? Or are you going to plant new seeds as the magician because you're expanding yourself and you're opening yourself up to receiving that compassion that you deserve from yourself that you didn't receive outside of it?
It's funny you said that you go through the different things. you tend to think sometimes, why do I keep putting myself through this same thing? But they're really not the same. They're really very different. Because there's little things, that just come into me now, like, okay, well, this was so opposite of the one before or whatever, so I thought that was messed up when it was really that was messed up. It just, you have to go through each thing, good and bad, to know which one, to know all of them.
Yes.
And there are different versions.
Micah, I could see your wheels spinning on the inside. and Spirit's giving you a lot of downloads.
Oh, I already got it. I'm just waiting for the appropriate moment to talk about it. Because when I talked, right after I talked about, all of these geomagnetic storms, I got called to pull from my shaman oracle.
What did it say?
Do you believe what card came up? Earth.
Earth? Oh my God.
I can't make this up. I try. I really do. I try. But, and in the book, do you feel ungrounded or easily thrown off your path lately? It is time to focus on what nurtures you, to open yourself to the healing of Mother Earth and see the abundant world around you. Perhaps you have lost the ability to trust yourself. Wow, there's a common theme. And trust that your needs will be met and have fallen prey to poverty consciousness. Perhaps you have not been eating well, been overworked and stressed and forgotten to breathe in the beauty of your surroundings. When the spirit of earth comes as your medicine, you're being reminded that when you practice self-care, take a walk in nature and focus on the consciousness of abundance, miracles can and do happen.
Wait, there we go.
Abundant.
And that's the dance of the Aboon, okay?
Stephanie, me too. Because I feel like this reading resonates with all of us for whatever it is that we are meant to receive from it. And I feel like that's how Spirit works through us.
And I'm a week ahead of everybody because I got gob slaps last week. with my week of, I don't know why I can't sign into DoorDash. Hey, dummy, it's your fault. What?
Maybe you should look at things from a different perspective, because that's the card I just got.
100%.
Is that the Fool? What is that? Is it the
No,
Heart?
that's the
The Hangman.
That's the Hangman. Okay. I forgot what the Hangman is. Refresh my memory.
Looking at things from a different perspective.
Turning things around in how you view them.
Now she got why I was laughing so hard.
Wow.
So that you guys can see that we're actually really not screwing around. There was the tower reversed.
Wow.
So this is the aftermath. Things fell apart. It's time to get a new foundation.
Yeah.
One that's solid and based on your intuition and all those elements that the magician has for you. Yeah. They're in you. The tower's over. The tower moment's done. Things fell apart. That's okay. Because now you can start on something solid instead of something that's going to fall apart again.
Wow.
Bubble Kittens heard me give a reading with the reverse tower last night, and hopefully she was paying attention too. Because part of the tower is, I said last night, Bubble Kittens heard me give a reading to someone with the reverse tower, and hopefully she was listening. And part of the tower, and part of what a lot of people are experiencing, this wasn't just an isolated incident. Tired of cleaning up everybody else's messes while not taking care of your own. And one of the reasons that the tower keeps crumbling around you is because of that. And so many times parents want to save their children. Let them fall. Let them get those bruises and scuffs on them, on their knees. They need them.
Yeah. I want to go back to something Nicole. Right, I keep saying, Nikki, please forgive me, Nikki. ADHD brain kicks on and it just messes it up. Please forgive me.
I think you understood every single word in this. That was. I have to read that. I don't understand half of what I hear in this show, but I tried to absorb it subconsciously.
Well, I was actually going to go back even further.
Thing.
Nikki, I'm going back further because there's another one that you said here. It's the same lesson in different forms until you learn what it's trying to teach you. And on that note, everything is a spectrum. Everything is one extreme to another and everything in between. And so we experience things in different forms. So until we can understand the deeper level, there's layers to this. Like Shrek said, yes, and Marie thinks that it's time for food when it's not. She's trying to bamboozle me for more snacky poo. So I apologize for the complaints.
Her stomach is growling vocally.
But everything is a spectrum, and it's up to us to understand what layer we're at now to understand for that subject. Let me go give her some bribery food and talk amongst yourselves. I'll be right back.
This is why I feed Jasper literally before we go live. Because he was doing the same thing while I was getting ready. But Stephanie asked, I fell on the ice this morning. Does that count? Well, if you picked yourself up, it does.
I'm so glad this is finally reversed.
Is that the 9 or the 8?
Yeah, this is the 10 of wands.
Oh, that's the 10. Okay.
It's time to reassess. And let them burdens go, man.
Now, is that wands or swords?
Wands.
It is wands? Okay.
Yeah.
That one came up in that same position last night, too?
Yep. It's time to let them go. This is the burdens. When it's upright, when it's in the reverse, it's the reassessment of everything. Time to start thinking.
And also making sure that you're letting the correct burdens go, because sometimes we get confused and we're not trusting our intuition, and we let the things go that we should have held on to, and then go, I should have kept that, and now I'm stuck with this. Damn it.
The grass isn't always greener.
No, it's not.
I pulled from I'm listening to this as I'm, giving her bribery food. She ate an hour ago, so she's totally bamboozling me right now. I'm okay with that, though. She deserves it.
And you're her bitch.
No, I'm her good little bitch.
That's right. I forgot the good little bitch part. Forgot that part.
Before and shuffle my cards.
Before the show, I was pulling from my animal oracle deck, and the Jaguar came out. And the Jaguar was also talking about releasing things that no longer serve you and letting go of old ideas and beliefs and giving yourself the opportunity to shift because you're releasing.
Mm-hmm.
This is all tying in together.
Yeah, hold on.
Always will.
Hold on to the good stuff, the good burdens, the nostalgic things, the good things, but let the bad memories go.
Yeah.
They got to go.
What does that say? Giveaway? The giveaway.
Isn't that pretty much like
Put away what doesn't belong to you. Give it away. Give away your heart. Give away, but do it in a manner that serves you and your higher purpose. One thing so many people forget and get lost when it comes to indoctrination is that they feel like they have to do for the good of all before they do for themselves. Excuse me.
Okay.
But when it comes to doing for the good of all, it must come from here first.
I got this card.
Go ahead.
Wait, I can't see it. Reassess. So
I thought that said re-asses.
I know. Well, it kind of does. Depends on how you pronounce it. I mean, you know.
Yeah, I did
it
that.
is re-assing.
Are you re-assing?
Right now? What are we re-assing? Let's find out. You're being asked. You're being asked to take stock of your life and let go of anything or anyone that no longer makes you happy. Notice who and what bring you joy and who and what don't. It's time for some life cleanup.
In other words, get off my ass. Because I'm re-assing over here.
Guys, I can't for this card that just came out. This is
That's a new t-shirt.
literally called the intuition card. The High Priestess.
Oh, wow.
What else can we say? You got to listen. What the hell, people?
So what I'm hearing is that we all have a clean slate if we choose to have a clean slate, but that doesn't mean that we do the same shit different day. It's
But just like a chalkboard, there's still going to be dust.
Yeah. I like that analogy. That's a good analogy. So you got to decide.
You said slate, my mind immediately went to chalkboards.
It's perfect.
Tabula rasa.
Because have you ever tried to keep a chalkboard clean or get all of the dust off?
No, it's not possible, really.
It's not possible. Once it's on there, it's on there. It's just spread out.
The idea is to use it to your advantage so that you can understand what your needs are. And then you can draw pretty little pictures in it to make it work for your advantage.
Because then you'll have clarity.
Wow.
Ace of Wands. Ace of Swords, sorry. That is your card of clarity.
I was wondering if you guys are going to wake them up.
Oh no, we woke up the cards.
They've been so quiet until now. It's my FAFO deck.
Oh.
Brings out the troublemakers.
Oh, these aren't the troublemakers. At least not usually.
It's been one hell of a reading, hasn't it, so far? Holy moly.
While you're pulling, the Ace of Cups came out too, which is the abundance. All these aces come out. That's the beginning of all this stuff. We had the Ace of Swords, we had the Ace of Wands, and we've had the Ace of Cups so far.
It's just a gesture.
And that's all of those elements that the magician has. Use that.
52 card pickup because they fell on the floor.
I'm wondering if the Ace of Pentacles is going to come up at some point before I finish.
Why? So
But that's literally everything. The beginning of all of. Oh no, the High Priestess came back out again, so that doubles your intuition there.
Well, we're going to come full circle right now.
All right.
Wealth and abundance.
There we
Oh, I
go.
love that.
That is basically the Ace of Pentacles.
You asked for it, so you got it in Phoenix form.
Yeah.
It's not the only one that came out, but it was the first one that wanted to say hi.
There we go. There's all four.
I got this. There might be something to this for someone out there. I got dreaming on the Mermaid Oracle deck.
Right back to
And
Coca-Cola. Pay attention.
It's going back to pay attention to your dreams, to daydreams, to what it is that's living in here, and what are you doing with that information? Are you using it to understand yourself more? Are you using it to assist you, or are you using it as a distraction or confusion? So it's asking you to pay attention to your thoughts and what's happening in your experience, including your dreams, literally. And so that goes right in alignment with Coco Pelli and clarity and paying attention.
And re-assing.
Re-assing. I was just going to say.
Lord help me. I could use a re-assing right about now, too. Notice how the country came
And the
out.
Webster Dictionary definition of re-assing is, here's a new one, I'm handing it to you.
Oh, goodness.
This is crazy.
It is. Oh, whoops. I'm playing 52 pickup also.
I just got the Empress. Oh, okay, good.
Give and forgive.
Ooh, yes.
One of the rules of our universe is that anyone who interrupts the flow of energies will destroy any chance of abundance.
Wow.
The energies being that intuition. Don't interrupt that intuition.
The more you give, the more alive you will be, since energies will constantly flow within you. Honor the cycle of energy. If you desire happiness, do something that makes you happy. If you desire sadness, okay, well then watch a sad movie. If you desire anger, go have a fight with somebody that you don't like.
Wow. And Carrie, you got the Empress too.
In reverse. So that's that self-limiting talk.
That's okay, because what popped out for me is I'm still having trouble with this whole camera thing.
First I thought that said chicken.
So did I. Now we got a re-assing and a chicken.
And a check-in. We've got when you think about
it's an E.
when you think about whatever it is that you're pondering, take a moment to check in with how you feel about it. Do you feel lighter or heavier, excited or filled with dread? Pay attention to your inner guidance.
Oh my God.
It's always helpful. I can't with these.
Are you paying attention now?
Wow.
Yes, I'm looking directly at you, the viewer, right now. Are you paying attention yet?
I'm scared.
And not just Stephanie. I know she's listening.
I know she is. She better be. It's crazy, guys. I mean, but okay. So think of it this way. When you're trying to, figure out in your head if the intuition is real, because we were talking about this last night about like not knowing for sure. Is it just, if it's just my voice, then how do I know it's, no, this is the same thing. Something is giving us the ability right now to be able to all three pull the same shit for an hour straight right in front of you, so we're not cheating.
Nope. And I put the cards back in their box every time I pick them out, and then reopen it and
Shuffling
reshuffle.
and waiting for something to flip or fall out on the floor, and every single one of them has said the same thing or tied into it. So something guided that.
Mm-hmm.
Something is also trying to guide you to be able to do exactly what we're doing right here. Listening to the guidance.
And if you have run out of fucks in your life, it's time to recognize one thing that you haven't lost. Strength.
That's a powerful image too.
I heard last night from somebody, I need to find myself again. And I hope anybody who knows me can imagine where that tangent led to.
Mm-hmm.
You weren't lost. You just don't trust yourself. You need to remember yourself. Listen to your intuition. Re-ask yourself.
Check in.
Re-ask yourself so you can heal.
Because your dreams are waiting.
About healing, and renewal. Starting over. Start fresh. Start at that tower that you're rebuilding because it fell down. Every single thing has led into the same thing.
Yeah. Me neither, Nikki. I'm never going to be able to say reassess again. Reassess.
That is too funny.
I blame Brindle.
Me too, Mish. Me too.
But that strength card, recognize
Yes.
how powerful you are and see the gifts that lie dormant within you. This is why when you say, I need to find myself again, you weren't lost. It was just sleeping.
Yeah.
It is only when you have to show your strength that will you know just how strong you are. And Mish, you got here right at the right time. You need to rewind and listen to the whole thing, but you got here at the exact moment you needed to.
You definitely need to listen to the whole thing. It's been a crazy show.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Right.
You're
I
not
mean, we
the
could
only
go
one.
on and on and on and on, but then we wouldn't have any more shows to do.
No, we'd just be here forever doing the same one.
I'm processing this whole thing.
Yeah.
I think we're on to something with this show.
I don't know if there's any other word other than one word that sums up the entire week. I really can't wait to do tomorrow's reading. I'm just so curious now.
I'm tuning in if I can.
Oh, we'll find it eventually.
If I can't tune in
my
the
God.
moment, I'm catching the rewind or whatever you call it, replay.
Yeah.
But to close it up, we started with Coco Pelli. We're going to end with Wild and Happy.
Yay.
You have drawn this card because the time has come to recognize the part of your nature, the wild part of your nature, and to give it more freedom. Do something crazy. Live wild and free. Now is the time to leave behind the path of reason and rationality and to strike out on new and more exciting paths.
Wow.
So listen to the call of Coco Pelli. Re-ask yourself. And I know you've always been the wild one, but now it's time to live it differently.
Yeah. We all got a clean slate. Let's make it different.
And stop trying to remove all the damn dust. It's not going to happen. Just
No,
get over it.
Right over it. Use it to your advantage. You have that you have it for a reason.
I see you, Carrie. What do you have?
Oh, I had just pulled the what do we I always forget what these are called. They're not soul truth, they're soul meditation. I pulled the meditation for the week.
Okay.
And I just thought it was kind of funny that it's May You Know Magic. Know your magician.
Yep.
And that's all.
That's right. And that's right, Bubble Kittens. Alchemize that shit into dust angels. I love it. Wow.
Because all of that chalk dust is part of you and part of your journey. You can't erase it all, but you don't have to look at it all the time. And you can write a new story based on the inspiration, listening to Coco Pelli, listening to the calls from within that are trying to guide you, even if it feels wrong on a programmed level of what you're used to. So I think that's a good place to say ta-ta for now.
Yeah.
I think you're right. We love you guys so much.
Yep. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow morning when Lunaria finishes the saga of intuition.
Guaranteed. There's no doubt in my mind, and I promise you I won't cheat.
But love you guys. Be sure to
Love
love
you guys.
yourselves. And if you're not already in, it took it away. If you're not already in Rise Awakenings over on Facebook, so that you can get all of our links, all of what's going on, scan it real quick with your phone so that you can join in on that Facebook group, because we're rising. And so can you. See you next week.
See you next week.
Three voices rise in the still of the night, miles apart but hearts ignite, cards on the table, stories unfold, revealing wisdom eternally bold.
A thread unseen, it pulls us near.
The whispers loud, the message clear. The core is calling. The core is calling.
Hey, this is Brindlewolf.
And I'm Lunaria.
You're listening to Rise Awakenings, part of the Rise Radio Network where advice meets action.
We're here to spark your growth, lift your spirit, and help you crush your potential.
Rise Awakening, hear the call. Through the static, we break the wall. Your nation, your voice, where dreams awaken. Rise Awakening, now is the time. Rise Awakenings, let's rise together.